serves flat. Discussed. Looking for the ultimate in waves, Bruce Johnson, art student, University of Hawaii, is on the prowl. Somewhere, somehow, something's got to be shaken. Man, like, where's today's action? Hey. Hey, have I found Mecca? 11:13. Wonder what the time is now. Hey, it's that time. Man, like, what's this noise? The beautiful California coast. The virgin shores of Mexico. The spectacular power of Hawaii. Let's travel along with Bruce as he views the enchantment of the surf safari. First stop in California, Malibu. Ultra-famous Point Break, where near-perfection curls can be had when the waves are from 1 to 8 feet. Recently taken over by the younger throngs, it's a haven for surfer types with experience of from 1 day to 20 years. The crowds are unreal, but the tubes are hot and demand agility. John Fain, 20-year-old local stylist king, displays fast, amazing moves. His quick reflexes and dexterity on the board have made him unique among the greats. Greg Little rides the nose on a hot inside section. Fain powers on. Pork Chops Baron pushes through in style. leg in a repeat tip ride. Harold Iggy, fabulous hot dogger from Hawaii, works the inside line up to its ultimate. A great rider. Another Hawaiian, Donald Takayama, pushes through the soup. Look out! A typical Sunday afternoon at Malibu. Let's watch Dewey Weber in a near, never-heard-of four-man go-behind. Pork chops, drives on the nose. A guy named Lance, his nose-walking prowess and absolute uniqueness of style make him one of the best on the coast. Robbie Dick, fast-rising local in a Hawaiian pullout. Fain orbits his stick and then dives through the sections. Robbie, squatted in a fast curl. Leaving the massive grates and would-be grates, we move a little north to a private surf area called Old Joe's. Let's pick up the scene with John Fain, top local surfer. Old Joe's features a hard-braking left slide with the absence of crowds and the consistent presence of fast action. Butch Linden, blonde, muscular local in a beautiful wave. Fain, noted mostly for his right slide at bottom turns, shows great dexterity in going left. Oops. Linden in a tremendous, ride. lies another private cove, which goes by the name of Little Dune. Its perfection slides feature all-day glassy conditions, with only the in-surfer being able to ride its curl. Closed to outsiders because of gremlin activity, its long rides with minimum hazards make this break a California mecca. Johnny Fain in a few sun-kissed walls. Dewey now joins the in crowd with displays of extreme agility and unique stylizations. Viewing the long, easy lineup, we feature a perfect day of small surf. Weber displays amazing hip action and fast feet, all indicative of his style. Let's watch him conglomerate all his famous moves in this classic cove perfection. The forefather of hot dogging, Dewey Weber. As we reluctantly leave this California Mecca, we come upon a land where disastrous spills are as common as the numerous throngs that inhabit this, the land of secos. Let's watch the locals destroy themselves. The next day, the surf, as usual, is wretchedly flat. Still on the prowl for adventure, we spot Butch and Porkchops playing in the sand, as they commonly do on days like this. This time, we're wondering what the ancient Arabs did for kicks. The surf being disgustful, and their being bored with sandcastles, there arose an aroma of like maybe sand dune surfing. Remembering the ideal location down a ways, our heroes arouse the rest of the crew, get their equipment into order, then set off into the burning sands. This 45-degree drop-off area features neck-breaking speeds and hairy wipeouts. First rider up, down, is Chuck Barton, who takes legendary Arabic gas. Hey, let's jump on and see what it tastes like. Watch out. That loose board could be trouble. Oops. Too late. Butch takes to the slower and safer side slopes. A mass extermination. Loading the buggy with boards and bodies, we travel with several members of the Malibu Surfing Association into the land of wine, women, song, and new improved superhighways south of the border into Mexico. Kelly upon a mid-19th century sailing vessel, we give Butch Linden a chance to practice his surfing ability for the upcoming action. He paddles desperately for the imaginary wave, and then makes a huge turn. He sees his time for a tip ride, so he blasts to the nose. Hangs a perfect 10 and gives a Mexican salute. Traveling through sand and surf, we come upon our first perfection secret spot, hundreds of miles deep into Baja California. Never before presented to the public, we view a paradise reminiscent of the hot curls of Hawaii. Let's follow Butch Linden as he strokes on out to a Mexican surf fiesta. Decker drops in long enough to get the side of his face drilled. Carlson of Ventura in perfect form as he displays a reverse kickout. Carlson locked in a perfection Mexican tunnel. Take a breather as we enjoy a few sunsets south of the border. The great matador, Carlsona, takes on Baja California's best-breeded stock and psychs them out. Bridging the Mexican surf gaps via the new improved highway, we follow the path to the north until we come upon an area called Isidore's Reef. Noted for its radical shore break and beautifully transparent water, we follow sketches of Butch Linden in action. Local cheering section. Phil Heath comes to attention on the nose. Fantastic sketches of Butch in slow motion. To California, where we view four neat fellas preparing for a day of their kind of inland surfing, skateboarding. Never enough time in the day for full enjoyment of their sport. They drive on out to their destination in full anticipation of the thrills that await them. Checking the out reef break, the Maritano brothers drop in on a few heavies. John steps off with a sore foot, while brother Don captures the wave of the day. Picking up a hitch on the first great white bird going west, we leave the jumbled masses of humanity and bid farewell to California. Our blood was boiling as we say hello to the big, beautiful, warm, enchanted island of Hawaii. Situated south of the city of Hilo, this break presents an example of the well-formed but extremely jagged-bottomed breaks on the Big Island. Though showing great form on the top, the Big Island's dangerous bottom conditions defy the best surfers. Chartering a local metal coach with world champion Fred Hemmings, Jr. and top Honolulu surfer Rick Parker. A scenic, arid area located below a pineapple field, we can get over the cliff view of the bay. Noted for its long tubular lineup, we see Hemmings and Parker playing in the surf of Maui. Arriving a little late for the swell, we found waves from 3 to 5 feet with the usual perfection form. Blessed by the consistent offshore winds, we found it a paradise, except for the common rocky cliffs that always seem to plague the surfer. Freddie displays championship style as he runs through his repertoire. Butch, as Hemmings demonstrates a flying nosedive. Parker pushes through a beautiful section. Hemmings, sneaking over a fantastic fantasy of color. Second only to the perfection of these waves is the beauty of the bay. A perfection of circular tubes racing onto the cliffs. Agua La Deuce, alias Clara Smith, drops in long enough to get a top small wave. Freddie, in one of his specialties, executes a 360-degree kick-out. In a surf break similar to that of the world's best lineups, let's watch top Hawaiian surfer Fred Hemmings Jr. as he tears out the bay. Rick Parker displays form that could well make him a future world great. Tiring of perfection, Freddie takes a breather. Located 140 miles west of Maui is the fabled island of Kauai. Noted for its extreme lustiness and beauty, it affords the surfer a wide variety of surf breaks. Now Willy Willy Harbor, on the southwest point of the island, affords small, irregular surf with abundance of beauty. It's located in front of the Kauai Surf Hotel. Let's take a last look before visiting new areas. We now come upon another fun spot called Kealia. Sort of a messy break. Hemmings jumps in long enough to taste the call of Kauai. Braving some of the local jungle inhabitants, like field mice, blood-sucking mosquitoes, and fruit flies, we now head for the interior, where we investigate the legendary Waipahe Falls. Brooke Gutz's Shooting the Tube. Hey, how about joining the fun? Still looking for the perfection south swell break on the island, we came across, through a local surfer, a never-before photographed break with Ala Moana shape and ideal conditions. Having to pass through private pastures and violating all sorts of rules, we at last found the Mecca of Kauai. A perfect left slide with only your own crowd to interfere. The place blows out around 10 a.m., so it was an early morning delight. Eddie Panui, top Kauai local, displays his hot style while passing Rick Parker in the foreground. Carlos Andrade, big Hawaiian bear, shows top form. Beautiful walls, worked by Parker. Carlos hanging 5 on Kauai. Painted against the background island of Niihau, Bob Kama jollies in the surf of Kauai. The only danger being the shallow reef. Misto Spot X1 affords unlimited possibilities. Tremendous ability by the up-and-coming Eddie Panui of Kauai. Carlos traveling down a dead-end street. Big bear in the wave of the day. A group discussion somewhere in Hawaii. Topic: from whence the big waves that bomb the island every winter. The words are getting hot. Here comes Bruce. Why is he all jazzed? Hey, what's this? He's got the ingredients of the big wave juice. Let's get him. Let's watch the group as they unveil the legendary formula of how big waves are first conceived. First, a full moon on a starry, cloudless night. Next, a dark, secluded cave somewhere to the north. Hey, guys, let's make the stuff ourselves. What you say? Yeah, 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 yeah! Waters might unfolding, rising higher, churning, churning. Final droplets of the juice are added. Big waves coming. Destruction is upon us. With the news of the big wave invasion, let's cruise to the north shore of Oahu. A place called Alieva, a popular spot among the surfers of the world. It features a fast right slide and a shallow bottom, a virtual paradise. The action is fast and hard with numerous wipeouts. Out that late afternoon were some of the world's best. Midget Farrelly of Australia. Bill Fury of Seal Beach, California. Matt Young, new Australian surf chap. Fantastic ride by Brooke Gudsis, student, University of Hawaii. This surfer fatally locked in. Let's close out the section with Young going over the top. We take to the air for a South Shore stopover at a place called Ala Moana, soon to be ruined by a newly constructed breakwater. We'll view its last but still near perfection conditions. Taking a quarter-mile paddle to reach the break, we start out to sea. Let's watch one of Hawaii's finest surfers, 20-year-old Paul Strauch, Jr., as he executes his smooth and classic stylizations on the waves. Conrad Kana, the old man of the sea, powers through the sections, one of Ala Moana's best. Paul plays in a small perfection afternoon of surf. It makes it look easy. From the water, with Waikiki in the background, we spot Steve Bigler throwing a roundhouse turn. John Moki, a top local. Mike Doherty takes gas. Hey, how about joining me on a fast ride at Ala Moana? Let's follow Paul Strauch Jr. again as he dollies in the surf. Rick Parker drops in. Rodney Loose Nose shows the style that made him famous. Better hang on to your nose, Rodney. Rick Parker on a late afternoon beauty. A classic silhouetted afternoon, too. Why Do, victim of polio, slides down a classic wall. Great courage. Sammy Lee, painted against a starry sea, pushes through the last wave. There's Diamond Head Crater jutting out to the south, with a sprawling metropolis of Honolulu on the move. Let's blow that mess and journey out to the North Shore and pick up the break of Laniakea. Wow, beautiful long lines. A Hawaiian wave mecca. Because of its variable size and perfection big walls, it's a tough place to catch on a good day. Let's watch the power of Laniakea. Miata pushes through a typical section. Another one of Hawaii's finest, Paul Gebauer, versatile as they come. In the small and big surf, Gebauer tears the place up. Gebauer drops in. Then out. Terrific drive by this fine surfer. Egads, complete annihilation. Makaha Beach, scene of the World Championships, virtual home of the surfer's paradise. Attention judges, return to your positions. Contestant Mike Doyle of California riding on the inside. Contestant number 2 takes gas. Contestant number 7, Phil Edwards paddling out. Here he comes, folks. Number 10, folks, doing a great job. Beautiful ride on an equally beautiful wave by number 3. comes a top junior contestant. Mickey Munoz on the wave of the day. Today's finals are being held in the largest surf ever to hit here at contest time. Tremendous courage is being shown today, ladies and gentlemen. These top surfers deserve a lot of credit. Sunset Beach, situated on the north shore of Oahu, is the best surf spot anywhere. Ideal conditions existing at 10 to 15 feet. Its right slide peak is incomparable. A relatively safe break, except for the sea-going rip current that parallels the shore, tricky offshore winds, jagged coral bottom, and the ever-presence of the inexperienced surf clan member. The place is another world. Local surfboard maker drops into a beautiful peak. Flies through a misty silhouette. Speeds have been clocked up to 30 miles an hour. And their feet have to be nailed down. Old Hawaiian saying, cautious, not chicken. Jeff Hackman, 15-year-old, 97-pound wonder, shows the style that makes him a young champion. Harry Hagman and his son Jeff rifle across a monster. And, like father, like son. Hey, a future Olympic diver. Paul Gebauer shows why he was one of the best at this year's Big Surf. Fabulous Rusty Miller of California. Goofy foot surfer Sammy Lee cuts across with perfect control. The smash-tacular Jeff Hackman. Waimea Bay, home of the biggest ridden waves in the world. The bay is notorious for body-devouring wipeouts and ultra-spectacular rides. One of the biggest dangers at this area is the inexperienced surfer. Flying atop Dick Brewer, this novice threatens not only his own safety, but also that of brewers below. Kealoha, veteran of several Waimea campaigns, makes it look easy. Another great veteran, Wayne Miata, drives across the 20-foot wall from his inside position and blasts through the tail section. Greg Knoll of California utilizes his tremendous power as he amazingly prones out this mammoth closeout set. The crowd goes amok as the looming swells start to build. Ricky Gregg and Sammy Lee drop like bowling pins as Buzzy Trent maneuvers through the wreckage. Kealoha turning beautifully, then almost making it through. Ken Tilton takes the quick drop and executes a smooth turn. Hawaiian Pico, or bellyboard rider, is an amazing and very dangerous Waimea Bay giant. This 3-foot-long, ellipsoid-like plank gives a radical thrill. Man, a good way to get broken in half. Sammy Lee, however, prefers the more graceful and conventional style board. A smart guy. A false start, and then Kealoha rips across a fast wall. Fred Van Dyke and Buzzy Trent gain maximum speed as they race against disaster. Ken Tilton dips a rail and is devoured. In a slow motion study, let's view some of the world's best big wave riders. They demonstrate the characteristics that have earned them their titles. Greg Knoll in perfect control on the inside. Buzzy Trent displays fantastic balance and agility as he cascades down a huge 20-foot-plus wall. Stylist Goofyfoot takes off in a spectacular ride. Kealoha seems to hang in midair as he races for the bottom and makes a fantastic turn. Dick Brewer drops into a 25-foot monstrous Waimea Bay wave and succumbs to the awesome power of the surf. Gone with the wave.